Hi, I'm Joe and I am freezing. I mean, this is how I usually look when I'm in my house. Actually, I usually have my hood up too. This is my Top 5 Wednesday video. Top 5 Wednesday was started by Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey, and I will link to her below. It is also a group on Goodreads. The topic for this week, the first week in January, is your top 5 anticipated releases for the year 2015. So I looked up some books that were coming out, and well, first of all, I am excited about Fairest that is coming out in about 2 months by Marissa Meyer. It is the 4th book in the Lunar Chronicles, and I read Cinder, which is a modern retelling of Cinderella where she is a cyborg. I've read Scarlet, which is Little Red Riding Hood, and then I need to read Cress, which is Rapunzel. But I was waiting until closer to the release of Fairest. And then Fairest is, what's her name? Snow White. You know, in the mirror. Who's the fairest of them all? Anyway, I am excited about that. I've never read anything like the Lunar Chronicles before. I started reading them because of Jen at Today in Jen's Library and also Michaela at Michaela Eve Reads. You need to check both of those ladies out because I love them both to pieces. Like big, fat, puffy heart love. They are awesome. I looked up some books that are coming out in 2015. I was on a website called millions.com. I don't really know what it is. I just Googled books that were coming out in 2015, and these books sounded amazing. So first of all, there is The World Before Us by, I'm going to guess Aislinn Hunter. I don't know how to say her name. But here is a screenshot of the cover of her book, which is gorgeous. This is the story of a woman who, when she was a child, her best friend disappeared near these woods, and then when she grew up, she is an archivist, I believe, in a museum or something, and she learns about this woman who escaped from an insane asylum like a century or so before, but it was in the same spot where her friend had disappeared. And there's more to this story, and I have read some great little review blurb things from different newspapers and whatnot, and it sounds extremely amazing and gripping and like an awesome book. So there's one. So the next book I'm excited about, which I believe it comes out in April, is called Early Warning by Jane Smiley. Here is a picture of that. And I did not know about these books before I looked on this website, so I am really glad because this is the second book in a trilogy, and the third book is supposed to come out, I believe, in September, so you don't even have to wait that long for the books to come out. But the first book is called, I don't know what it's called, but the series, I think it's called Some Luck. The trilogy is called the 100 Years Trilogy, and it follows a family through 100 years of the line of this family. So you get to see like way, you know, I believe it's like the early 1900s and then up, and experience the things that this family went through and read what happened to them. It reminds me of the Pearl S. Buck books, The Good Earth. I have only read The Good Earth, but I learned that that is also a part of a trilogy. That is also a part of a trilogy which follows a Chinese family. So this also sounds extremely interesting to follow an American family. I believe they're an American family. Here is the first, Some Luck. That's the first book in the trilogy, which is from 1920s to the Cold War era. It is of a single Iowa farming family. Each chapter focuses on 1 year, so that's when it starts, in the 1920s. Sorry, I was wrong. But it sounds like an extremely interesting trilogy, and so I'm excited about that, and I am so glad I found this website with this list. Next, I have The Children's Crusade by Anne Packer. Look at how beautiful that looks. It's an extraordinary tale of a physician, his wife, and their 4 children set in Northern California. It is a coming-of-age tale of family as well as an American pastoral. The language is beautiful, painterly even as it shows us how much of our adult identity has been formed in childhood. I obviously have a thing for books about people. I've said that before. I just love knowing about families, what makes them the way that they are, the things that they've been through in the past, which shows why they are the way that they are today. I just love books about people. So that sounded interesting, and this comes out in April. And then last but not least is Almost Famous Woman by Mayhew Bergman. This has a gorgeous cover also, if my thing there. This book actually just came out on January 6th, and it is, I don't know what day it is. Is it the 7th? It's the 7th. Yeah. So it's a collection of short stories about off-the-radar historical characters. A motorbike racer, a diva, Oscar Wilde's niece, just different people, different women. And I love reading about women, and especially almost famous women. I mean, it just sounds really interesting. The stories of women that we wouldn't really hear about. Those are my top 5 most anticipated books to come out in 2015. I would love to hear what book you're most excited about, so let me know down below, and I will talk to you later. Bye!